Welcome back to the Deep Dive. It's January 30th, 2026. And if you've been looking at the updates out of San Pedro from just yesterday, you know we're seeing more than just routine news.
Yeah, it feels like a fundamental shift is happening.
It really does.
Yeah.
You've got this collision of two different worlds.
Right. You have the hard infrastructure, concrete, steel, all that, and then this huge wave of community investment at the exact same time.
Exactly. So I think our mission today is to connect those dots. How does a brand new 8-story tower and a leadership change at the port fit into the same story of reinvestment?
They sound like two separate things, but I think they're deeply connected.
Okay, so let's start with the big physical change, the one that's making all the headlines. I'm talking about the Jules San Pedro project.
At 155 West 6th Street?
That's the one. An 8-story mixed-use development, and it's just about to break ground. The scale of it's massive.
A real change for the skyline there.
It is. We're talking 281 new apartments. That's a serious injection of residential density. But what's interesting to me is the ground floor.
The commercial space.
Yeah, there's just over 1,200 square feet of it, which, in the grand scheme of things, is pretty small for a building this size.
Right, so the focus isn't retail, it's strictly housing.
It seems like it. It's about putting people in the neighborhood, and frankly, that really aligns with the mood at the Chamber of Commerce's annual business expo yesterday.
That was held over at Warehouse 9 at Crafted, wasn't it?
It was. And the feeling there wasn't just, business as usual. It felt really optimistic. You had your local mainstays like Malaga Bank, a whole ribbon cutting for the venue.
So the local businesses are ready for this.
It feels like they're welcoming this influx of new residents.
It's interesting you use that word optimistic, because if you pivot over to the engine that drives that whole region, the Port of Los Angeles, you're seeing a really similar strategic move.
Okay, so this is where the leadership updates come in.
Exactly. Christopher Chase has just been appointed the new director of cargo marketing, and his background is what's key here.
What's his specialty?
It's a very specific combination. He's deep in container marketing and cruise marketing.
That's not a mix you see every day.
It's a vital one for right now. By putting someone with that dual focus in charge, the port is basically saying the LA waterfront isn't just an industrial court anymore, it's a destination.
It bridges the gap between, shipping containers and tourism.
Precisely. But the port isn't just shuffling people around, they're putting serious money back into the community.
This is the grant money I was reading about.
Yeah, and this is the number that just jumped off the page for me. The Board of Harbor Commissioners approved a record-breaking $1.85 million in community grants.
Wait, almost $2 million? That is huge.
It is. And it's being spread across 47 different local nonprofits. This isn't just for, fixing roads. This money is going to the San Pedro City Ballet, the Toberman Neighborhood Center.
So it's an investment in the culture, the soul of the place.
Yes. Keeping the community grounded while all this construction is happening around it.
And, speaking of construction, we can't ignore the flip side of all this growth.
No, you can't. The growing pains are real. If you're driving anywhere near the Vincent Thomas Bridge right now,
you're feeling it.
You're definitely feeling it. The SR 47 interchange project is entering a new phase, and that means traffic on Harbor Boulevard is going to be rough for a while. It's what happens.
So let's try to pull this all together. We have the Jules breaking ground, bringing in hundreds of new residents.
Then you have the port leadership sort of blending industry and tourism.
And on top of all that, this massive cash injection into the arts and nonprofits that make up the community's fabric.
It really signals a comprehensive reinvestment. It's not just developers building in a vacuum. It seems like a coordinated effort to support the culture alongside the concrete.
It definitely feels like a new era for the waterfront.
It is. And I think that leaves you with a really big question to mull over. With all the infrastructure shifting and hundreds of new people moving in, how does the daily rhythm of life there actually change?
Right. For the people who've lived there for decades versus the newcomers.
Exactly. Can the local culture keep its unique flavor, or will this new San Pedro feel like a totally different city?
That's definitely something to think about. Thanks for diving in with us.